Hello, hello, my happy quilters. Here we are again. It's another Wednesday.
It is. It came around really fast this week.
You have tuned into the Marcia and Joy show, and we're coming to you live here from Pine Needles Quilt and Sew in Rochester, Minnesota. And it is more like a spring day outside than a fall or a winter day. 50 degrees when we came in.
I know. It was like a foot of snow, and now we are going to have thunder showers this afternoon.
Are we?
Yeah.
I didn't hear
We
that.
are.
And wind, I heard too.
Wind? Maybe tornadoes. I hope not.
No, we're not going there.
Okay, so we're
anyways,
still in the Christmas spirit.
Here
aren't
we are,
Marcia?
and for those of you that are joining us for the first time, you want to tell them about like, comment, and share? I've got it later down there, but
Right. So if you like, comment, and share on this post, 2 of you will be drawn at random for a $10 certificate to Pine Needles Quilt Store. And the 3rd certificate will go to our trivia winner. And the trivia is towards the end of our show today. But make sure you comment and
like, comment, and share.
for chances to win.
We also we draw for the winners on Thursday evening usually. So those of you that are catching the replay, we know you have to work at 1 o'clock on Wednesdays.
There's
a lot
still
of you.
time.
We don't disqualify you because you're not watching live.
No, and we'll post the winners in our Friday email. And if you have not subscribed to our email, visit our website.
Yep, and that's the only place the winners are posted. We don't call you, we don't email you, so if you don't look, you might be a winner and you don't even know it.
They're all winners, aren't they?
They are. You're all
Okay.
winners, absolutely. So, the December jokes have been ha 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 and ho 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 because
Yes,
we're
they have.
celebrating Santa. So, I got a couple of, I think, that are pretty stellar today.
I'm ready.
So, Joy,
Yes.
do you know why Santa has 3 gardens?
No, I don't.
So he can ho ho ho.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay.
And so
I was gonna say you
this
really
is a
write
more
that in, but
serious
that's-
question. Though. This is
Okay,
a more
more
serious
serious.
question. So this time of year, wintertime and everything, what are you using to wash your hands with?
Soap.
Sanitizer.
Sanitizer. I was gonna say specifically handmade, handcrafted, all natural soaps by Marcia, and they are the most amazing soaps. So I plug for her when they do come to the shop. You're gonna want some.
Yeah, we'll talk about them here too.
Okay. Anyway.
So if those of you haven't read the blog post, I've talked about my other hobby, and that is crafting Artisan and all natural soaps.
And we just
Pretty
have to say, we all kind of laughed when each of us here came up with our alter ego during the beginning of the pandemic, because we all needed to step outside of our comfort box a bit.
Right. I thought I was going to have tons and tons of time to do that.
Yeah, that lasted all of 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Didn't
it did. It lasted 2 days.
2 days.
But thank you so much because you kept us all alive and kicking here
Right.
at the store with online orders. It was a wonderful. It was a good time and it was a bad time at the same time.
And we're
so-
we're still there. But anyway, moving
Absolutely.
on. Let's go on to ho ho ho.
Let's go
ha,
on to
ha, ha.
January Jingle. If you want to tell them about January Jingle,
I'll try to talk about it without singing.
There's just a little bit of time left. Well, this is really only middle of December.
I know, but
Right.
I want to sing. I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you visit us in our shop here.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Exactly, that was the song I was going to sing, but you sing it better than me. Okay, if you visit us during December, for every $10 you purchase in our shop, we will give you a $1 January Jingle dollar, and those monies will be used in January for you to purchase things of your choice. Of course, there's always a few exclusions, and you can read the little fine print, but basically it does cover most of what we have in our store, and it's a great time to purchase some goodies for yourself and then have a little extra cash in your wallet for January. There's no expiration date, so if you can't get in January to use these, you're going to tuck them safely away.
They're just
because
like money.
Yep, they are money, and then you can use them in January next year. Of course, we hope to see you this January.
Or the next year. This is something we're going to do every December.
Right, and it's a great little extra perk. And a thank you from Pine Needles to you for being our loyal customers and seeing us in December. So hope to see you in the shop. We're open until 5, Monday through Friday, 10 to 4 on Saturday.
January jingle. Sometimes in January it gets so darn cold and below zero, and people start to get cabin fever.
And if you want us to sing, we might.
Yeah, we could.
And if you don't want us to sing, we still might. But anyway.
No matter what.
No matter what. But I hope to see you in the shop.
All right, absolutely we do. So we've got something new. We're not going to talk about new fabrics today, but we have, well, it's kind of new fabrics.
Right.
We're going to be talking about the
roll out the barrels.
Oh gosh.
We'll have.
Whoa.
Okay, good thing I'm not a singer because
That was.
I'm a musician, but not that
Oh
kind.
my goodness, these are awesome. Now these are Hoffman.
They are rolls.
They are. They are fat rolls.
I know, right?
They're fat
quarters.
rolls.
Whatever.
Rolls of fat.
That is what is on me this December. Okay, Marcia.
Okay, so
Let's
these
go on our fabric here.
right here. These are from 1895, so I'm going to take one. Put the pink one right here.
So the Christmas goodies are really good this time of year, especially since our Julia, she is a candy maker extraordinaire. Toffee, divinity,
more fat rolls after being here for a month of December.
Okay, let's talk about the kind that don't make us fat.
Exactly, this is the kind. So these are Hoffman 1895 watercolors. We've been waiting a long time for these to come in.
I know, they're gorgeous.
But they're all fat quarters. It's a 12-pack of fat quarters. And like this is all different shades of purplies. Like
So,
this one is just a deep.
Mine is called Sunshine and Smiles. What's yours
This one's called Pristine Purple.
Ooh, this one's Tangerine Sunrise. That sounds like a
And this one is
cocktail.
perfectly pink. So all sorts of beautiful pinks.
Fun fuchsia.
This looks like a leprechaun. Fields of Joy.
It's mine.
It is. So all different kinds of. So these are all Hoffman 1895s.
Reach for
So
the sky.
blenders in the beautiful Hoffman batiks.
You have to look again.
Red ruby lipstick.
I know, it's my favorite shade. Let's say gorgeous graphite
Teal treasures.
and naturally beautiful.
Anyways, we have a limited number of these. Some of them have already sold, even though they just came in, and I
But
grabbed
they're so
one of each.
beautiful.
So yeah, these would be great Christmas gifts for the quilter on your list that you don't exactly pick their favorite color or two.
Right?
You know, whatever they want, or stocking stuffers. So we have these, and Susie has them on the page. And for those of you that aren't familiar with the page, if you go to our web page, www.pnqs.net, and you hit the shop button, and then you see what I just put up on your screen, Pine Needles Wednesday Live Featured Goodies. Everything will be featured there, and you can just shop right there.
And if you stop at our store locally, this is worth $4 jingle dollars.
Oh,
per
yes.
roll. You can wrap
So
that
online,
up too.
this is in store only jingle money.
Yes.
So but those are also available online because you can't. They're in kind of supply. The supply on some of these is hard to get. We've been waiting for these a long time.
These are beautiful.
So available online as well.
Okay.
And that's where you can buy them. And these will be up until next Wednesday when we have a whole new set of fun.
And you can roll out the
Barrel. And we'll
Of
have a barrel of fun.
Okay, Marcia, we do have a
Okay,
barrel of
that's
fun.
enough singing for today.
Okay.
I think. We'll see.
Oh, but you know what? It leads us right into It's a Wonderful World, isn't it?
Oh, yes. Here we go.
Because I want to talk about wonderful threads.
Wonderful threads.
Because we have a whole wall of wonderful threads. But unbeknownst to us, when we ordered the gorgeous batik collection that has all the funsies, we didn't have any serger thread. But we've taken care of that now, haven't
We
we,
have that.
Marcia?
We have taken care of that now.
I am so excited about this. This is incredible. There are 5 spools of matching. See, I got
You're
music
really
in my
into
mind.
the musical.
I have 5 spools of matching thread in these, and these are only $11.90. They're polyester threads. Like,
Is that right?
yes, that is right.
No. I think that's our cost.
Well, if it's their cost, that's what we're selling them for. I don't think so.
Susie, will you please check on this? We're not going to give you the cost right now.
All right, but
Let's
anyway,
just
they're
make
very
sure.
affordable. And then we have also our soft lock and our designer thread combinations, and you get 2 polyester threads and matching stretchy serger threads, so you could do soft overlocking thread.
So if
But
you
these
have
are gorgeous.
for 5 thread machines, you get 5 of the same colors. Or for those of you that like the soft lock on the loopers,
Yep.
then you have coordinating top thread and looper thread, and we'll check on those prices to make sure that's
And
correct.
these are
I hope you're
100%
correct.
polyester, and they are all-purpose thread, so you could also use them for sewing purposes.
Okay,
So,
perfect. We're excited about that. We've got lots and lots of colors.
They're wonderful.
They are wonderful.
Okay.
Wonderful, wonderful. It was Lauren's Walk. Did any of your moms and dads watch that on Saturday nights? Probably not yours. Did they?
Are you kidding? I know all about those Lauren's Walk
Yeah,
shows.
wonderful,
Those
wonderful.
beautiful, beautiful dresses.
Yes,
I always
yes.
talk about that when we talk about stitch regulation and free motion quilting, because you need to flow like those gorgeous girls in those flowy
Right.
dresses. Okay,
And
we digress again, Marcia.
Lauren's Welk.
Stay
And a one,
focused.
and a two, and a...
Let's-
Next!
Let's stay
We're
focused.
gonna go to- Okay, stocking stuffers. One, we have two stocking stuffers to talk
Are
about
these the
this
two?
time. Yes,
Okay, so
we were gonna get, it just doesn't matter.
we have gift cards.
Yes, we
And
do.
they can be in any amount. You can order them online. We can, or you can of course stop in at the store.
Right.
These are one of the things that do not qualify for Jingle Cash, however, but they're wonderful.
They
They, you know, the bigger the size on here, the better it fits. Just saying.
That's right.
Okay, we also have. This is one of our favorite little gifts.
This we have
because-
order over and over and over.
I know, because it's so beautiful. It's a Hemline Sewing Kit, and when you open it up, it has all your little basic tools that you need to have an emergency fix-it kit. And it's nice and small, so it will fit in your purse. It fits in an instrument case. It will fit in
your
a
glove
college.
box, in
Yep.
your car.
And don't rule out the
And
college
it's
students.
faux leather.
I know, with gold trims. But this is very nicely priced at $8.99. And
Yep.
it's called the Gold Sewing Kit. We do also have some sewing kits that I did not bring in here, Marcia, that are in a vinyl zipper pouch. But I really felt this is just really elegant.
Yeah, that's really kind of
And kind of, put it with one of these and one of those. Wow.
right. Or any of them all by themselves too. Absolutely.
Okay.
All right. So the next thing is countdown to the holidays.
We're just getting closer every week. aren't
We are. I think we've just got a couple more weeks after this. And I will tell you, this one was fun. This week was really quite a fun
They're
one.
all fun, but this one's really fun.
This
Okay, what do you
is
want
really
me to
fun.
show first?
So I'll show the projects actually.
Okay.
So this time you're going to get in a pack, and Joy can hold that up. We have the fabrics and the batting and the lining and the zippers to make two of these. Now these are called cosmetic bags, but this
They could be
probably
whatever you
isn't
want.
going to be cosmetic bags for you.
might.
You could.
It might fit
Yes.
my cosmetics.
You could. Mine will fit in here easily
Actually, I put
with
my-
plenty of room to spare.
So this could be my cosmetics and my knitting bag,
Right, exactly. But we use for anything.
right?
And the package includes two of them. So again, it's got the batting with all the placement. It tells you to cut some 5-inch squares and just some strips. You don't have to be really good. These are 2.5-inch squares and some strips. And then you quilt as you go. You lay them. The directions are great, but it's all printed on the batting. We can't really see it, and I don't really want to open it either. But these are what we've been featuring for quite some time.
Right?
Anyways, these are fun.
Huh.
These, I will tell you, I started making these on Sunday afternoon, and I didn't quite get finished because I had to watch. No, I started them on Sunday evening because I had to watch Yellowstone.
It's a new season out.
Yes.
I don't watch television, but I do when we have our little retreats.
Yeah, that's right.
Then I have to catch up a whole 3 years worth at a time.
And then after that, I had to go to bed. So anyways, then I finished these up on Tuesday night, just lickety-split. Really, really, really easy.
Tell them about the
I
zippers,
do want to
Marcia.
tell you about the zippers. For any of you that are worried about putting in zippers, and of course there comes one for each size bag, and you can see that they're plenty big. But what you do here, these are absolutely marvelous because you just, when it's all quilted, do you see how big this is? You just slide that right in there,
Wow.
and then you sew on one side, and then you turn it around because
There's
this
a lot of margin for
this
error,
is
isn't
still
there?
flat, and yes, and then you sew up the sides, and then you're all done. And you could, if I would have had a little more ambition or a little bit more time, I was thinking it would be fun to put a decorative stitch along the top here too, because you've got a really big margin in here. But yeah, the zipper's in here. do not unzip this zipper until it's totally in.
Oh,
Because
did you
it's
undo it?
no, I didn't, but I'm just warning them not to, because there are no of those little metal things here.
No zip pulls.
And in the directions, it tells you to sew over these once you get them sewn on too. Sew over on the ends just to make sure. But they'll be caught in here by the seams as well.
Boy, these
So-
are pretty.
These are really
Thanks
fun.
for making them for me.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's almost Christmas, isn't it? But anyways, these are really kind of a different kind of a 100% cotton. The zipper's already sewn in here for you. You just have to.
And here it says one bag is 9 by 5 and one is 13 by 9. That's a nice size bag.
Yep. And the kit comes with to make both of them, and we've got the backing. Everything's there. All you have to do is thread.
Right, so you
To
could
do
give
those.
it as some assembly required, or you could create it and give it.
Yeah.
You have options.
It really was simple. This one was one of the simplest ones. Well, they're
Right.
all really easy actually. So because it's quilting by number.
It is. I love that.
Tells you what to do. Okay, so I think the next thing is the new 6-pack. Every week on this particular show, we bring out a curated 6-pack of fat quarters.
Do you want them fanned out or do you want to fan them
I
out?
will fan them out over here. And this time, this colorway is called Totally a Tealing.
Oh no.
Yes.
Totally a tealing.
Totally a Tealing. So I'm going to
They are beautiful.
close
Marcia.
up. Hello. These
I
really are fun.
thought you outdid yourself every week, and now you really outdid it.
These are mostly 2 Moda Grunges. So because as I was looking over there, these weren't all together. They were in a little bit different and from some different areas. But this is a Moda solid. But all the rest are Moda Grunges. And this is a really fun grouping.
They're
of
totally a
teal
tealing.
colors. They really are. They're very a tealing.
They're very a tealing.
Very a tealing. All right.
Gosh. You
So
know,
this
that plays Modern Christmas.
It goes with our color scheme here.
It does.
Pine needles as well.
So totally.
So this would be great too. A little gift
I
card. and
know,
one of
right?
these.
I'm
Wow.
just thinking this says summer, this says Modern Christmas.
This
Lots
says
of possibilities.
dash as well.
It just says happy.
It also says kind of sort of what we have back here.
I know, should we talk about that?
We should talk about that,
Okay.
even though it might not be in our order, but that's okay.
But it
So-
led in so nicely.
For those of you, this will be our third, since we've been in the new store. Every other month we have a program that's called VIP, and that stands for Very Important Pine Cone. And what we've been doing since we moved in the store, we include with your $20 registration a kit and a pattern for something that is new. This time it is going to be, you will be able to make this quilt. You will get all of the colored fabrics for the blocks and for the border. And I believe we did not put on a scrappy binding. I think there's enough in here too to also do a scrappy binding. So this is Freckled Whimsy. This is a promenade pattern. And we will feature it, and we're going to have, with our new camera system in January, we're going to show you how to make these blocks lickety-split. So lots of fun. You'll get exactly these fabrics here. We will have the background available for you to purchase. It would be an additional purchase as well. But this is on January, 2nd Saturday of January, I think. Susie will post the link to it, but it is just a $20 registration fee, and this is
A gift for attending. You have to be here.
right. It is. You do have to be here to get
The
your
and
kit.
more.
And if something happens that you can't be here, we'll still apply your $20 towards the kit, but you'll have to pay the
They're going
kit
rate of
price.
retail. Yep.
And this will be 40 some, maybe $50. So it's always a great value for you to come to VIP. We do a PowerPoint presentation and we talk about what's new in the store, and we usually do some kind of a tutorial, and we might have some funny things as well. But this is our next one. It's coming up. I think it's the 2nd Saturday of January, but you'll want to get signed up because this sells out pretty quickly.
It does.
And then we have a waiting list. So you'll get all the stuff. Now, of course, I can't remember if this is fat 16ths. This is made with fat 16ths. So of course, you're going to have the pattern, you're going to get the kit. That doesn't mean you have to make this quilt
Nope. You
out of
can
these
have
fabrics.
totally color building.
Exactly. So you would have all of those fabrics. So that's exciting. That's coming up VIP for sure you want to get signed up because, like I said, it does sell out. It has sold out every time with a waiting list.
Right.
So, what is next?
Is that trivia?
It is trivia time!
Okay, so first one to get the answer to Susie's computer gets a $10 certificate. So I'm ready.
Exactly.
I got my thinking hat on.
This is...
I know the answer because you told me, but I don't know what the question was.
I think I'm not going to even say anything about it.
Okay, so let's
So
go
here
for
it is. Trivia. A monochromatic color scheme involves how many colors from the color wheel?
I could have figured that one
Okay.
out. But so this one should go fast.
Right. A monochromatic color scheme involves how many colors from the color wheel? That is the trivia
now,
question.
we didn't bring in our embroidery club project.
Oh, no, we forgot. But
So
we can tell about
We're
it.
going to use the imaginative, descriptive words.
This Friday, right here on this Facebook page, is our monthly embroidery club with Kendra. And this month, there's still time. Susie will put it in the links to sign up for it. But it's going to be exploring embroidery on leather. And everybody, we have a kit and a full collection of monograms, ABC in two different, smaller and larger monograms. But she's also going to show you, even the smaller one has to be sized down a little bit. And
Right.
she's going to go through how to do that so it fits perfectly on the leather luggage tag.
And of course, best idea for needle and stabilizer.
Exactly. Plus, she sews it out right in front of you. So
Right?
that's going to be happening Friday at 10. There is still time to sign up for that. And we have a winner.
We do.
The answer is, of course, one. But on the same time,
Now I can start singing that musical too, but I won't.
So as I got to thinking about this, I knew what the answer was. But when you do monochromatic, I'm thinking, okay, black, gray, cream kind of. But it is one. It is one color, and the winner is Colleen Twait.
Twite. Hey, congratulations, Colleen.
Yay!
I'll have your gift certificate at the counter for you.
Yay, yay, yay. So that's great. Yes, I did know that answer too. But then when I got to thinking about it,
So,
I thought, but
monochromatic.
But really, there's a lot of different shades in there. But
it's
it is
all
one color.
on the color wheel.
So yeah, very good. Congratulations to Colleen.
And just look at all the fun you can have with just one color.
I know.
All right.
It is amazing. So I want to tell you that there are plenty of sewing machines in stock for Christmas,
Yes, there are.
as well as fabrics and other good things underneath your tree. But both Baby Lock and Bernina have some wonderful gifts with purchase at this time.
Right.
You buy a machine and you get more. So we have just about everything in stock.
And in a box.
And in a box. There's only a couple models that do we have them all right now?
We're
We just
missing a few sprinklings here and there.
But anyways, we have everything, pretty much everything you might want in stock. So you want to come in at any time. And we also want to remind you that we are going to be closed
For some holiday hours.
for some holiday days. So December 24th, Christmas Eve, we will not be open. Christmas Day, of course, and then the Sunday after Christmas, we're going to be closed. And also New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and the Sunday after New Year's Day. So just remember that the store is closed. You can, of course, shop 24/7 on our online store.
Yep.
But we do want, if there's anything and gift certificates too, do not delay. Make sure to remember that we're not open on Christmas Eve morning, because I know there's some people that do still shop on Christmas Eve morning.
Yep, not me. But anyway,
But they could shop online.
You could shop online.
Absolutely.
And we'll get it ready for you when we return to the shop.
So, yeah, absolutely. But we have got lots of fun things for you. Maybe you want to treat yourself. Get yourself a Christmas present, too. And, of course, if there's somebody that's hard to buy for on your list, they're a quilter or a sewer or a crafter,
And
these work
we
really
still
well,
have
too.
some of those lovely, a couple coffee mugs yet that would go in very nice.
We do.
Yep.
So, absolutely. So, I think that's about it for today, except we're going to do the auction quilt next.
And then we have one other thing.
Oh,
Okay, so we talked about
Oh,
that.
well, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, action quilts. Looks like you've got kind of an
I
interesting combination.
I decided about it was Christmas
You
Eve.
kind of ran out of time on that one, didn't you?
Well, this one I made, so this one You have to bind it.
I should say, you didn't really run out of time. You just chose not to bind it.
Well, I did run out of time. But this one has to be bound. So this is a fun little Christmas snowman one. All you need is some green or red or whatever binding. You might have something that will work in your home.
Maybe.
And the other one is a machine embroidered and a custom quilted on a machine embroidery machine.
Ooh.
A Dresden.
Correct?
Yep. It's a table topper, or it can be a wall hanging. So we have the Dresden plate in the middle and on the outsides. And then we have some lovely machine embroidery and some custom quilting on this one as well. So it's 2 for 1 this time. So I will hang these outside and you can start bidding tomorrow morning.
Right?
Yeah. Do you want to talk about the pantry?
I do want to talk about the pantry. So
we have a question. Yes.
We do have a question. Somebody's asking, are we going to start pantry in January? It is our desire to begin pantry again. However, because the shipping situation, our supply chain is still very disrupted, and we just can't count on it. I guess when we get things, we are overjoyed, but we also don't want to stress over us not getting our supplies on time. So we have decided to delay the pantry start a little bit further into spring. We're targeting March.
Well, no, I don't even know. I'm not even going to say.
We are waiting until our supply chain becomes more stable.
We did most of the things with Moda last time, and all of them. They were
all of them.
Moda.
Yep.
And with, I just want to give you an example for the beautiful gray line of fabric that I'm going to use in my cabin.
Right, we featured that last week, I think.
Yeah, we did. That was due in April.
Right.
And we just got it now. So for us to try and plan on projects, thinking that, okay, we're going to order 200 charm packs and feature this particular project and pattern, and then they don't come.
Then
we've automatically charged you because it's a subscription, and then we change it and it's not exactly, what we wanted or what you wanted. It's just better to just let it go by for now.
And as soon as our supply chain is more stable and more reliable, we are totally on that pantry, because we had plans. We actually picked through July, but we're going to just wait.
Right, because it's still not, things just aren't coming the way they should.
Right.
They still aren't. We still have some deliveries from Moda, I believe, from August.
And it's okay.
That aren't here yet.
It's not Moda's fault.
No, it is not.
Because it's true of all of our suppliers.
It is.
That is our largest supplier.
Well, that's what we were using for the pantry. So thank you for your patience. Are we going to bring it back? Absolutely. It's a really fun thing. We enjoy it. You enjoy it. But until we can have things shipping, even from our supplier, our sewing supplies, which is based in Chicago, we used to get things in 1 or 2 days. If I placed the order early morning, the next afternoon it would be here.
And now it's a couple weeks.
Or
longer. Right.
So it has to do with the supply thing. It isn't that we don't want to do it, or we're, it is, we very much want to do it. So that is that about pantry.
It is. So
okay.
we have.
But thank you for the question.
Yes, because, or a Fill Thread subscription wasn't on our radar. But it was in our email last week, so be sure you check that out, because that is a subscription.
When that actually comes in, we'll show and talk about it on here too.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, there is an.
So who knows? There might be a supply thing with that, but that's not.
Yeah, that's why I'm not gonna get all excited over it until the product is in our back room.
Okay. So we have some sale fabrics, Marcia.
We do have some exciting sale fabrics this week.
Should I take down the?
I think we should.
Behind?
You can do that, and I'll go get them. So it's Paris Flea Market 2.
Paris Flea Market.
Dance in Paris.
I was going to say flea market.
Well, a long time ago.
It was a flea market.
Back in 2005, there was one that was called Paris Flea Market.
Oh, okay.
2005. Some of you may remember that.
Okay.
Anyways, this is Dance in Paris 2, and I think we double ordered this, didn't we?
We did, because we took it for Quiltworks to Madeline.
Madeline Island. So this is all we have left of the two full complete lines that we bought, and I think it was, look how many pieces were actually in here.
Lots.
Yep, 40 some pieces. We have one of these left. So this is just $9 a yard. This has a touch of metallic in it. So,
and it's gorgeous.
you know, Susie said this morning, $10 a yard. I said, no, we're still going to go because fabrics with metallics always cost more. So this is what we have left on the bolts. We have this lovely kit.
Some jelly rolls.
We only have 3 of these left, 3 charm packs.
It? Charming.
Yep, and then this quilt is in this book. And
called Old Town.
Right, we have a couple kits of that left too. But even so, these are 30% off, and there's just a lot of wonderful yardage in here. Even if you didn't want to make this exact,
and you wanted an assortment,
and there's some of the fabrics in here that are not in here that are sold out. So that's what we have on sale for this week.
So those of you ordering online get first chance at this because they won't go out on our sales floor until Friday. So be sure to check it out. And there are some nice amounts on those bolts, Marcia, if they wanted to make a backing, or if you wanted to make some bags,
or borders on something that you've already started.
Right.
They're just beautiful. I just love bright, cheery, happy, and just the little touch of gold in every single piece.
Right.
Absolutely love it. I think that's it for today.
Wow.
Wow, and next week is Christmas week.
Hey, do we get to have a show on Wednesday?
Where did time go? Yes, we are having a show, aren't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Because
Christmas is on Thursday.
That's the 23rd.
So
we'll
join us on Wednesday. Then
we'll see you
on
Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve. The eve of Christmas Eve day.
Wow. So how many sewing days is that, Marcia?
I don't even want to know, but where did time go?
I don't know. It's
It
okay.
comes, and then it goes.
It comes and then it goes.
But
But there's plenty of time to make some more.
there is lots of time to make
because
those.
these are so fast. Okay.
And even for yourself. Those are just
I'm
really
totally
cute. I
doing
just
a set
love
for
them.
myself.
So, anyways, that's it for us today. We're going to button it all up. And until next time, this is the Marcia and Joy Show coming to you live from Pine Needles Quilt and Sew in Rochester, Minnesota. Until next time, we will keep you in stitches. Thank you so much, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.